Hi, I'm Jason Tebeau, founder and CEO of Vinci Medical, and the creator of the Superhuman Protocol. Here at Vinci, we focus on technologies that restore order, magnetism, oxygen, light, PMF devices, oxygen therapies, whole body red light therapy. We have a very, very high-end selection of very effective technologies. And that brings me to one in particular that normally doesn't fit in our arsenal, but it literally saved my life. And it's an EMF protection device. So let me give you a little background. Back in May of 2019, my world came crashing down. I felt like I had blood sugar so low that I was going to pass out. So I emergently went and had abdominal and head CTs. I was looking for tumors. I had every blood lab under the sun. We couldn't find anything. 7 practitioners, 7 different specialties, you name it. I saw that doc. We did about $85,000 worth of diagnostics, and everyone was scratching their head. In the meantime, I really felt like I was gonna die. Now, I'm not being dramatic. When you can't listen to somebody talk, or you can't even talk yourself because the symptoms go through the roof, you're gonna reach at straws to figure out what's wrong. And nobody could. I had over 100 doctors at my fingertips, and I emailed them all, described my symptoms copiously. Nobody could come up with a solution. Oh, maybe you have Lyme's. No. Not even close. We already ruled that out. So my wife would take me on these short little trips just to get away from the office because I work 7 days a week. I know some of you right now are going, well, that's the problem. Yeah, maybe. But she took me on these little trips and I started to feel better almost immediately. I said, sweetheart, I'm feeling really good. This is bizarre. And I even opted out of one of my family members' wedding in Russia because I didn't feel I could travel. Well, little did I know that traveling probably would have helped because I would have gotten away from what was causing the problem. But let's get back to that. So we continued to research. We had a lab come out and measure air quality. Couldn't find anything. We checked for lead paints. We checked for VOCs. We did everything we could inside the house, couldn't solve the problem. Now, one day I came back from a trip and I was feeling pretty good. And I went and sat in a chair that's really close to the television. And my symptoms came back with a vengeance, the worst they've ever been. I felt like I couldn't even get out of the chair, kind of like Superman when he gets next to kryptonite. And then I looked behind the television and I saw the 5G router that I installed in early May. And I went, oh my gosh, this could be the solution. And I was excited like you couldn't believe. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get my life back. I yanked the power cord. We shut down all Wi-Fi in the house. And within hours, it feathered away. Within days, I felt great. Now we had to go without Wi-Fi. We didn't watch any television. We just stayed almost in the dark, so to speak. And I told a friend about this and he said, Jason, you need to get an EMF protection device. And I heard of these things, these little pendants that you wear, and I just laughed at those things. I laughed at anybody that ever even had these problems because I figured it's bogus. Well, it wasn't bogus. I was literally dying up here. I didn't want to work. I didn't want to do anything. I wasn't motivated. I couldn't drive my company. So I got this Qi Shield, and here's what it looks like. And it's a heavy little guy, a couple pounds at least, 2.5 pounds. And this is creating a field of negative ions, and that field is shaped like a big giant donut. Imagine a big donut, 16 feet in diameter. So if you're within 8 feet of this, you're protected to a degree. So once I brought this into my life, my symptoms pretty much went away. And they come back only when I walk away from the device for periods of time, a couple hours, 3 or 4 hours. And I quickly realized, oh yeah, I don't have my Qi Shield with me. So the product is well researched. For those that are skeptics, I really don't care if you look at the research or not. You can go look at the TUV study. You can look at the cellular biological healing tests that they did. You can look at the double-blind placebo-controlled. You can read all that. That's great, it's there. What matters to me is it solved my problem. So when someone says, well, what kind of studies do you have? I'm the study. It worked for me. I don't even care about the studies. Now, they make devices that fit every budget. You've got one that can fit in the pocket, your coat pocket. They make this small one that you can bring anywhere in the house, and anyone within 8 feet of this is protected. They make a much larger one for the larger homes, and they make a very large one that can accommodate any size house, including a 20-story building. So I invite you to take a look at these technologies, Qi Shield, on our site. Reach out to us if you have any questions. We're happy to answer them very quickly because we know how important it is that you get answers and you get a solution to your problem immediately. Thank you for joining and watching, and I hope this was helpful. Thank you.